Oh, and there's another thing that I need to talk about. So yesterday, Mr. Ali went on talking Raw Talk, and he went in and told the truth. That means
a night like tonight is exactly what is wrong with this company. 3 hours to guys that can barely walk.
Respect, dog.
Oh, respect. Listen. I'm not bewildered. I know exactly that the generation before me paved the way. But when the hell are you going to let me walk on that path?
He posed a very good question, and he had a very good argument in that question. Brad Shepard decided to come out and say, they're there. We all know this is fake. We know this is how you really feel, and we all know this is fake. And then he goes to say they're there and they're a bigger draw than you'll ever be. Let me tell you something. Everybody in life has to be given an opportunity, okay? And in order for you to have an opportunity, you have to take advantage of the opportunity that you are given. And it's fake. So let me give you a little history. When Stone Cold was in the WWE, a lot of the things that Stone Cold did and said was not sanctioned by the WWE. He was not supposed to go out there and say the things he did and do the things he did. But because it caught on and it became popular, they let him run rampant with it. They would tell him in the back, hey, we need you to go out there and say this, this, and this. And he's like, I'm not saying that. And go out the curtain. And got no issues with doing that. The reason why is because he built his place, and he was able to build himself a platform to be able to be trusted with the material that he had.
He do seriously.
Right? You got guys like The Rock. Do you honestly think that The Rock was just like, Rock, you gotta go out there and say this? Hell no. The Rock was like, I'm not saying it. I'm gonna say,
okay.
I'm gonna say what I want to say. He said a lot of times that the things he would say will come straight off the dome, which I believe.
He still do it to this day.
So
I know it's only a few people that did
when you think about, now let's put into perspective what Ali said. When you watch Raw Talk and you look at the Twitter of Retribution, that shit looked like it would knock on national TV down. It looked like if you put Ali and Retribution on television and let them go with what they got off the dome, that shit would go. You feel that shit. But they can't do that. They stifle. To the point where if they go off scripts, they might be pulled from TV. Their storyline might get pulled. So they doing what they can to stay relevant, to stay on television, to keep their place. Some of y'all shitting on Ali and Brad Shepard, you one of them, but then Ali came back with the quickness and was like, is this you, Brad Shepard? And put this damn post up here. Brad Shepard a year ago was writing about the best butts in the WWE. Who has the best ass in the WWE? Typical male bullshit. You mad because Ali has a voice and he's voicing his opinion about how he feels, which he's right to do so. And he has a valid point, which I'm sure a lot of superstars like Drew Gulak feel. Superstars like Akira Tozawa feel that way. Female-wise, you got girls like, what's her name? What is that bitch's name?
Nikki Cross.
Nikki Cross. You got Nikki back there.
I forgot who
you
it
got
was.
on SmackDown. You got Riot Squad back there. Perfect. Riot Squad are the epitome of what the female tag team title should be, where they should be, and they do not have the belts. They ain't even had an opportunity at them. You had a prime time to give them a chance at those belts. Now, I ain't shitting on it because they put Bianca with Sasha and they work well together. But you had the tag team on SmackDown.
You had a tag team on SmackDown.
And you need to use them. If you're going to keep those belts in play, why not give it to people who actually work together as a team?
And not only that, they deserve
it. Squad is where it's at.
They've been a
And
team
then
since what?
you got the belts beholden to Raw. Ain't no bitches on Raw fighting for them belts, but Nia Jax and not, but Nia's thick ass and Shayna. Everybody on the damn team is sitting up there trying to take out Nia's knees and get Shayna from putting them in that damn clutch, and that's all we see. Nobody want to see that.
Week after week.
Nobody want to see that. You got Casey and Kaden over there in NXT. Brianna's over there in NXT. There's some new girls in NXT they ain't using. You got Santana Garrett, Vanessa Bourne, and Chelsea Green when she get off her injury back there. You can make them a damn, one of them, 2 out of the 3 could be a damn tag team. You got people on the roster, you just not using them. Now, if they not good enough to be in front of the camera, fuck it. I understand.
But sometimes you gotta push this.
Without no damn division?
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you gotta push these people. Like, okay, look, I know you ain't ready. We all know you ain't ready, but right now you gotta
to get ready.
You gotta get ready. You gotta push your shit to the muscle. You gotta put the pedal to the metal.
Aaliyah has been in NXT since birth.
Not his birth.
Came out the womb in NXT.
That bitch came out the womb and was like, I'm going to NXT. She ain't went nowhere.
She been on NXT
Put her ass
since
with
NXT was
somebody.
there.
Put her ass with somebody. Now they claim that Xia Li and Boa and they gonna have Karen Q be a team, be a nice little faction. I'm all for that. They've been making it real cinematic and interesting. I'm like, girl, Xia Li's an ox. I don't care what nobody says. Xia Li's an ox, and I've seen Boa. Boa's an ox too. Karen Q is great.
But they can't stifle. You can't do all this.
In NXT, I don't have no issues with it.
Right.
I see them being fine in NXT.
Unless somebody get hit. That's the only time.
If they get pushed up to the main roster. That's the problem. Now, here's another thing.
Vanessa got called up. So that's it.
I do, and I ain't gonna lie, I shit on Aaliyah every chance I get because I don't like that hoe.
But she can't be used.
But she can be used. They had Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah as a team before they left NXT, and then they split them up.
They could.
Now, all you got to do is bring Robert Stone's ass up with Aaliyah to the main roster. Send him to SmackDown because SmackDown needed more than Raw. I'm sorry, Raw's a lost cause for me. Until they get their shit done, I'm over it. Send their asses to SmackDown and have Robert Stone and Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah challenging the Riot Squad. Give the belts to the Riot Squad. Have them challenging them for the belts. Have them have a rivalry with those belts. Then let the Riot Squad keep it. Let them travel to NXT for a minute and go up against Casey and Kaden. Let them do that for a little while. Then if you want to double back and go back to that rivalry, do that. But also make it worthwhile. You got all these motherfucking people, all this time, you got contract people just sitting there. You paying our money and ain't nobody getting paid to do nothing. Now, if you're not getting paid, that's a whole other problem. Because I be at Vince McMahon, dog, excuse me. Mask and all. I have me a whole hazmat suit on. Like, sir, I don't give a fuck about you doing in this office. I need my check. It's a whole fucking pandemic going on. You got 5 houses. I got 1. I got bills.
Plus a summer villa.
Period.
In a bunker
I got
nobody
bills.
know about.
I need a place to stay. I got to be able to eat. And I want to be on TV too. I want to be one of your next champions. I got the chops.
Okay. Aaliyah is an NXT veteran, y'all.
I mean, it's just too much. It's too much.
I forgot who said. I think it was Kevin Owens. I think he said it last year for Legends Night. He said it's just really, it's bad that you keep bringing back these legends when we can't be legends ourselves.
And that's true.
He said, when we,
but
he said the same thing. He said, we just got
Brad Shepard didn't go after Kevin Owens for saying that.
Nope.
But he attacked Ali, though. The nerve.
Talking about top 5 women's butts in WWE.
What the hell?
That's what
That's what
that
his
was the
article
article
was.
he wrote.
Oh, God.
That was the article he wrote.
Top
Was
5
top
of the best
5
butts of the
butts.
women in WWE.
The disrespect.
That's some sophisticated ass shit.
Kevin
Yes.
been with all the bullshit.
Yeah.
Kevin be on Twitter going in.
Yes,
Kevin did
he
not play
do.
that shit.
He sure
That's why
does.
he said, he was like, people up here are not wearing masks. Put a fucking mask on. Kevin don't be
Yep.
saying that shit.
And
Yeah,
that's the
that's
sad
factual.
part, Tirza. And that's the sad part. He should be able to say how he feels without being attacked for it. Because his opinion is not just an opinion. That is facts. You can see that.
Because it's been a few times
If
that
you
both
was
of them said the
making
same
sure,
thing.
if you made sure your damn product was worthwhile, you wouldn't have to worry about no fucking Legends Night.
That's true. And it's very true. You wouldn't have to bring them back all the time just to boost ratings.
If you really focused on bringing in stories, and you know what, to be honest, they ain't even got to be. I'll take some recycled shit from 1998.
Okay.
I really would recycle some shit. Go in the archives and look up some old shit that nobody really knows, because everybody ain't as old as we are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're not as old as we are. We done lived through 3 decades.
You know how much shit you can pull from the 90s, from dark songs
All you got to do
that nobody's seen on
right.
TV?
Right. All you got to do is make it so that it works for this time.
Yep.
So you can't pull no shit like Melina, sleeping with Batista and
In
then
the
telling
middle of the
everybody he
ring.
raped her. You can't say no shit like that. Because that ain't going to work.
But you can do some crazy
But
shit
you
like
can go
throwing
back
people off the
there.
buildings.
Right. You can go back there and be like, hey, they back here hazing us. Like, what? Motherfuckers, because motherfuckers was shitting in people's bags. Yeah. Motherfuckers was back there throwing people's shit out in the damn street. Go take some real shit. Take some real shit. The man said for years his ass had to go get dressed in the goddamn bathroom.
Well, he deserved that.
Because Christian Law didn't want him in the locker room.
He deserved it.
Now, I get y'all rely heavily on the bullying shit. Which to an extent, that's okay. Because that happens in real life.
That's contradiction for me, because you rely on the bullying shit, but y'all are with the anti-bullying campaign. Y'all promote that shit real heavy.
But at the end of the day, the faces always get over.
It's an anticlimactic thing.
Right.
Like you'll had a whole bullying situation, and then somebody like Lana don't really get no comeuppance, because Lana deserved them damn titles. Let me tell you something. The moment you tell me I'm getting ready to be put through 9 motherfucking tables, bitch, I want to be compensated for them tables, and I want that title. I want it. I don't give a fuck about what Charlotte getting ready to do. That bitch ain't got nothing to do with me. She ain't been here for the last 4 weeks getting put through tables. Okay? No.
I don't give a damn. I hold that bitch 2 weeks. Give me something.
That's all I'm saying. All I know is that first month check better have title behind it. That's all I'm saying.
She could be my stand-in bitch, but I want that check.
I'm just saying. Now, I'm okay with the bullying storylines, Tirza. I am. Because that shit happens in real life. I don't think they should rely on it so heavily.
Okay.
I don't think it should be the only route they should take.
But it's other shit that goes on in the world.
In circumstances, because when it comes to like Lana, at that time Lana was a heel, so you really wouldn't have rooted for Lana going out there wrestling anybody unless you really saw in a situation that caused you to root for her. She had to go up against somebody that nobody else really liked.
Yeah, I saw Lana is really injured. They messed up.
Yeah, she is really injured.
What?
Ankle.
Lana injured.
Oh, she injured for real?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So, like,
that's fucked up.
Yeah. So, like, I got behind Lana because I was gonna lie. I was like, I don't give a shit. I laughed. I even made the table counter. And then WWE stole my shit.
I told you, if they watch it, they want to do everything but the rotation thing.
I mean,
everything but the rotation.
But they doing the rotation thing. It's slow. It's slow. But they do it.
They be watching us.
It's slow, but they doing it. They slowly implementing. Charlotte gone for 6 months. Andrade out for 6 months. People be resting and shit. You like, Somebody was in here hollering at me
And
though.
another thing, they need to, all these men got all these silly ass sad storylines. Why can't the women get it? Why can't the women get these silly ass storylines? If Eric Woman could be running around with a fucking cage, so can Dana Brooke.
I mean, he said if Eric Rowan could run around with a cage, so could Dana Brooks.
So can Sarah Logan.
I mean, it's proven that the shit would work. I mean, look at Alexa with shit she doing with Bray Wyatt.
Exactly. Like, it's
That's
not
true.
hard to put people on the side story. I don't want to see, oh, she used to be my friend. I'm so tired. Bitch, I don't want no fucking friends no more after dealing with y'all. I'm
No,
scared of fucking
I
Becky.
have to agree. There are certain storylines that are overused, overworked, and you just get tired of seeing it.
No, I do see.
You know?
I heard things about Chelsea's supposed to be, karma for Mickey, a crazy psycho
Which
fan.
I would have loved to have seen that.
They still could have did. The bitch only had a broken wrist.
I think they could have put her wrist in the cast and let her still do it.
Exactly. That would have made it even better. Nikki Cross.
Hell, they could have had Nikki Cross go back to her first gimmick and had her go head up with Alexa. I would have loved Nikki to go back to Crazy Nikki, and then Alexa and Nikki have a program. I think that works out best. That keeps Alexa out of the shit with the Fiend, which I ain't gonna lie. Last Monday, that shit took me the fuck out. That bitch poured all that shit on her head. I'm like, girl, what the fuck you doing?
What was it? Somehow I'd be that way if I was standing in front of Orton too. I said yes.
I cannot. Some of y'all niggas. Y'all thirsty as hell.
You're right. I thought that. Yeah. But they replaced her. Who they replaced her with?
She was supposed to be in the Women's Survivor Series match, but she got hurt and needed surgery. Yeah, I read that. Janae made sure I had got that info when we was doing the podcast.
It was Liv. She got replaced with Liv.
Yeah.
Liv? Okay.
It was Liv, because Liv wasn't supposed to be in the Survivor Series team. She wasn't supposed to be on the team.
Okay. Yeah, it was Liv. Okay. Yeah, they just gotta.
They gotta get it together.
He gotta, when he initially did the rebranding stuff, he has to rebrand yet again. It's just a constant thing you have to do in order to stay afloat. You have to rebrand constantly. Just because you found this one rebrand and it's been working up until now, motherfuckers, I was the person you did the rebrand for. I don't want to see this no more. And the kids don't even want to see this no more. My cousin's 8 years old and he's not even interested in this shit no more. He's bored. Because the shit get boring.
The feud with Sasha and Carmella, really, honestly, it was to bring Carmella back.
Mm-hmm.
And also to feed Sasha somebody before she go back to Bayley. Because it's going to go back to Bayley. Because you don't want to bring Bianca in too early. And I honestly think Bianca is going to get the title after Mania, or she'll get Money in the Bank, which I'm not mad about that at all. But I just don't see, there was really nobody else that she could have went up against besides Natalya or Tamina. And quite frankly, Natalya doesn't have the villain chops that you need to be able to sell a feud with Sasha. Carmella is a lot of things, but one thing she is she's very solid in her character. Now, when she's a villain, when she's a heel, that works for her. It works. And she's always got a side piece with her to aid her in her shit, which is fine, because that's how some heels have to work. That's how some heels keep themselves afloat. I mean, that's fine by me. I don't have a problem with that. Pressure. So I'm not opposed to it, because I understand what it means and what it's for. But there's no way that Carmella's gonna beat Sasha after everything Sasha done been through. And that's one thing that I would truly be mad about is if Carmella gets the title at Royal Rumble and then they do some dumb shit like have Sasha win the fucking Rumble just to get it back from Carmella. And that's some shit that they would do.
It really is.
They did it with Becky.
In my opinion on this thing, it was okay. It was kind of cute. I mean, it felt like a diva-ish feud because, to be honest, first of all, we need diva feuds back because this shit going on now is stale as hell. Bitches
You gotta have diversity. I'm all for having multiple characters. I don't need the same type of character. I can deal with a vixen and you know, a strong girl, a workhorse, and all of that. I can deal with that.
Just everybody can't be sexy. Sexy, like AJ said, sexy. Everybody can't be sexy. But you have to acknowledge that Carmella is not a plus athlete. I don't understand why you keep getting this. Oh, she's not a great wrestler. No, and she never will be. You see, that's not.
But she better than where she was. I can tell you that.
Okay, way better than what she was. Carmella.
Because ain't gonna lie, that transition into that face buster was dope. It was last Friday. It was dope. I ain't gonna be mad at her for that, but I definitely didn't like her getting that pin, especially with that whack ass T-Pain on the outside coming in there interfering in the match every 2 seconds. And that's another thing, since WWE be sneak dissing my lives and shit. Motherfucker, y'all got goddamn referees. They're the ones who are supposed to control the match. The moment he interferes once, twice, bitch, 2 strikes you out. I don't care what you say.
Because I can't
get your ass up out of here.
If I can't cheat on my game, goddamn it, he can't cheat in real life.
And that's facts.
You need to go.
Shoot. Flipping off the damn ring like you some goddamn acrobat. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Shoot. Get your ass up out of here.
I mean, I think
now you been up here beating Carmella's little champagne bitch. That's because you couldn't make it on your own, so you had to be this white girl's ballet. But that ain't none of my business.
Oh, let's not do Miss Honda Rousey, okay?
Make your money. Why you going at Ronda? For what? What's wrong with Ronda Rousey? That's another thing. Y'all bringing up a lot of shit, honey.
Now,
somebody came on my page the other day and said Ronda Rousey was leeching from the WWE, and I said,
I saw that. She can't leech off nothing. She make more money alone by herself with. So.
Period. I'm gonna tell y'all something about Ronda. I don't have any issues with Ronda. Okay. But here's the thing. Ronda Rousey had a mission coming into the WWE. She wanted, of course, to be a part of the conglomerate. She did not come in under the guise of being a celebrity who happens to wrestle. She came in and respected the sport. And that's something you can't say for a lot of people, including y'all precious Brock Lesnar. Now, let's say we're going by what y'all saying, okay?
That was kayfabe when she did the division. She loved these women.
Okay, so let's say it. Let's be real. Ronda leeching from the WWE. Ronda was getting paid per some of the dirt sheets and per some of the celebrity blogs. So if I'm wrong, Miss Ronda can correct me. Okay. Ronda was getting paid $1 million to $1.5 million from WWE, as opposed to her counterpart, Brock Lesnar, who was making $10 million a year. Who's the leech?
4 times out the year.
Who's the leech? Ronda Rousey's there Mondays, house shows. She was showing up to every pay-per-view. She defended that title every time. She was on the road.
Open challenges.
Was out there working and was wrestling people she didn't have to wrestle. Okay? But she did it. Now, where was Brock Lesnar?
At home with Sable.
Brock Lesnar was asleep, watching TV, and then he would pop up at Money in the Bank, or he would pop up at Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, and WrestleMania. Then was his foe. He pop up then, or he pop up every now and then at a Raw. for the beginning of the show, have fucking Cold Cut King come out there and talk for 10 minutes about the same shit he been spewing for the last 50 years. Okay? And then he fade into the back. Same shit, different toilet. Everybody's match is exactly the same against Brock Lesnar. How it go? You go out there, you call him out, he don't come out. The next week he comes out, he attacks you from behind. Then y'all have a confrontation or a contract signing. Then y'all have y'all match at the pay-per-view. He beats you down. You don't even get the opportunity to get no offense. He beats you completely the fuck down. Now, if it's Survivor Series, that's different. At Survivor Series, he always picks somebody who would give him a fight. Somebody like Seth, somebody like Daniel, somebody like AJ Styles.
And Finn.
Right? They would get a little offense off, the match would be okay, and then he still would win. It will only be at WrestleMania that you would have a match with Brock. It would either look like you about to win, or someone would interfere, or you would win on a humbug.
Look how they were.
The only people who didn't really get that, who actually got beat the fuck down and lost, was Kofi and Ricochet. Now, if that ain't some shit, I don't know what is. Kofi had one of the best rises in the WWE to be champion, a slot that was meant for Ali. It was meant for Ali. They gave it to Kofi because Ali got injured. And Kofi had the biggest backing, had one of the best rises in WWE. His match should have closed out WrestleMania that year. And they did him all kinds of dirty. He lost to Brock Lesnar on national television in under a minute.
Y'all keep talking about Ricochet. Let me stop y'all there. If I was as big as Brock Lesnar, why the fuck would I want to face Ricochet anyway?
Lord,
at that time, Ricochet had a declining. He's talking about, I'm gonna beat you. Boy, go play with your booty hole somewhere. I don't have time.
Stop!
I really don't. Don't touch you with them fingers. I'm going to beat your ass in less than 10 seconds, and we're going to call it a day.
God, no.
I'm going to get my $500,000 check. You gonna get whatever you get for facing me, because that's your little bonus. We know about our business. Okay, cool. He do hot ass. No. But like Kofi, yeah, I can see that's kind of messed up. But Ricochet, you just got there. Why am I fighting? I would have went back there to Vince. Why am I fighting him? What's the point?
Chaboon.
You ain't got nobody else.
He ain't shit. Don ain't know he ain't shit. He know he ain't shit.
It's true. Well, Nia, I was hoping Nia was gonna.
She was in the Men's Royal Rumble last time, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was. She gonna be in there. That's a given.
I mean, okay, they all whooped her ass the last time.
That was amazing. I gotta watch that match back. That
shit was fire. Hell yeah, I'm going.
I gotta watch that back now. Cause he did.
That shit was funny. It got super kicked, RKO. They whooped your ass.
That's my goal, y'all. I want to be the second man.
No, he should leave his booty hole alone. That's
okay.
That's how that goes.
Nah, shit. Did Ricochet get a title match or what? I think that was a title match. But I wouldn't have faced. He could have kept that shit. I wouldn't want to face Ricochet either.
She did eat that RKO.
She did.
She did.
I was proud of Nia.
Charlotte ain't winning the Rumble.
She worked that night. I hope Charlotte don't win the Rumble. She won't.
She not.
What are your thoughts? And people saying Alicia Fox isn't a legend. She talked about that, but Alicia's a legend.
If Tori Wilson ass can be a legend, then so can Alicia Fox.
Period. Not to mention Nia eliminated Ali. She eliminated did she get rid of Rey Mysterio too?
Yes. If I recall. She eliminated a couple people. Yeah.
I want to be the first black man to enter the Women's Royal Rumble. I want people
Why?
because if a woman can be in a man's, why can't a man be in a woman?
I guess equal opportunity.
People gonna be mad because I'm a man in the Women's Royal Rumble, but I don't care.
Yes, they are gonna be bad. Yes,
Why is this
sir.
man in the Women's Royal? He's taking spots from the women.
Well, you can't preach equality and not have equality. That
Okay,
is
I'm
have
get on there
equality.
after I get limited. I'm gonna get up there. I don't care. I had fun. Thank you. Yes, I eliminated your fave. Next.
Nia only eliminated Ali. She didn't eliminate Rey Mysterio. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. Alexa,
I'm watching.
switch the TV to HDMI 1.
Oscar versus Ronda would be good. With throwing don't throw no fucking Charlotte in there.
No, like Charlotte don't need to be there.
Charlotte.
If they smart and if Becky come back and Becky probably trying to get herself together, but
preach.
if Becky ain't in the bad way, I have Ronda and Becky battle it out. Shit, fuck that. I need my money. Where's my money?
I wish I would stop saying Ronda gonna return. She keep laughing at y'all every year. Since she didn't left, y'all keep saying Ronda gonna return at Royal Rumble, and she laughs at y'all every time.
If she returns, she returns. Another thing, I don't like how people clocking her for her leaving to try to have a child with her husband. You can't tell nobody when they can and shouldn't have a baby. That's up to them what they want to do. If I was Ronda Rousey and I was going for a year strong and on the road with WWE, I'd take a fucking year off too.
Okay.
They be on the road all day, every day. Shit. I'd be at home too, on my ranch with my damn chickens and cows
and goats
and my garden. Shoot, I would be living my best life.
I mean, if she do, that's cool, but I just need people to start. Oh, Ronda's coming back this year. Y'all said it every time.
I don't have a problem with her being in the Rumble, but that's the same thing y'all did with Sasha when Sasha. All right, y'all. So I was supposed to go live today and talk to you guys about SmackDown, and I was supposed to do a bunch of other stuff, but life happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this second half to the live that I posted earlier this week, I think. Hope you guys rate, comment, and subscribe. I got a couple more videos coming out, just some talk videos, some talking points about stuff that I feel is pertinent to talk about when it comes to our little wrestling community. And I hope you guys make sure you comment below. Comment on some of the topics that we talked about and touched on in this particular video. This is a live from my Instagram, so if you want to join me on Instagram, you most definitely can. And my Instagram is always available. It's in the description box, and I will also put it in here so you guys can see it. Make sure you guys follow me there, and I'll see you guys in my next one.